welcome to Build Brunch, the daily morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
I'm Lucas Tim. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Today, we're going to talk about Forbes' highest paid YouTube stars list for 2018. The top earner may surprise you, Astrology's big social media moment, and M. Night Shyamalan's terrifying new TV thriller. Plus, Officer Quincy Smith of Investigation Discovery's Body Cam joins the table. But first,
rapper Cardi B made a big announcement on her Instagram this morning. Here's what she had to say.
So everybody been bugging me and everything. And you know, I've been trying to work things out with my baby father for a hot minute now. And we're really good friends. And you know, we're really good business partners. And you know, he's always somebody that I run to talk to. And we got a lot of love for each other. But things just haven't been working out between us for a long time. And it's nobody's fault. It's just like, I guess we grew out of love. But we're not together anymore. I don't know, it might take time to get a divorce, and I'm gonna always have a lot of love for him because he is my daughter's father, and yeah.
And yep.
And yeah, my baby father.
it ended how it began. Quickly and on Instagram. I don't know. I'm sad. That's sad. I mean, they're a cool, funny couple. I mean, it's a sad thing to see parents break up, but they're so young. It's not that surprising. I mean,
I'm less shocked about them being young and it falling apart. More just because I'm actually not surprised at all. He's just constantly was like playing games on her.
And cheating on her?
Cheating
That was
on
pretty
her.
public. She wrote a song called Be Careful With Me.
He was not
Threatening
faithful.
him.
I thought he was shady. She doesn't seem like she would tolerate that. So, you know, but 2 weeks ago she did post on her Instagram. She was like, posted a video of him and she was like, you look so hot, like you're gonna, you know, sleep with me later.
Is that
Allie censoring herself.
That's the PG-13 version.
You're gonna cuddle with me
I don't know
later.
why, out of all the times I've been on this show, that is where I censored myself.
Yeah.
But in the caption, she was like, I wish I could give you head through the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but now they're getting a divorce.
Who do you
so
think
romantic.
she's gonna date next?
Oh my God.
is
Meek
available?
Mill and just like go for Nicki.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow. You're already stirring the drama.
It could be fun.
Look at you.
It's funny though, I read through a lot of the comments and a lot of her followers like don't believe it. She thinks that, or they think that she's doing this as a ploy to like build up some drama and that her and Offset are gonna do an album together or like a song together.
Like a Jay-Z
Well,
Beyonce.
So I think we'll see how long this separation lasts.
Her last post said that Offset is releasing an album on December 14th.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe they're releasing a track on the album.
But she also says we're business partners, so I think that relationship's never gonna. She's basically saying the relationship's still gonna be there. I'm sure they're still gonna sleep together sometime. I think she's just saying they're not gonna be married anymore and they can see other people, but they're gonna still sing together, raise a child together. Like, I think she's being relatively mature about
But how
it. I think
quickly
Cardi
can you
B...
be done with a marriage? It's been less than a year. I'm like, don't you try couples therapy first? Or
You're
I don't know. It's not like you're dating somebody. It's not like, oh, he's been cheating on me, got in a fight, we're just gonna divorce. It's like, are you gonna try? I don't
Maybe
know.
they have
I
been
think
trying.
marriage is a big deal. I just think
I
it's
just
weird.
think it's weird that they've been together for such a short amount of time and he's cheated so often. I just think that that's a huge red flag. I know if you cheat once and you've been together for like years, then maybe there was just like some miscommunication that was happening, but literally, like, I don't think he stands a chance. I think he's not a good dude.
Miscommunication. He was like, I thought I could put my dick in her.
Oh, I can? Cool.
Oh, miscommunication.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah, but definitely that frequency is like, what's going on? Like, you don't have priorities, or she's not your priority.
Right.
At all.
Yeah.
Well, okay, moving on. TV personality and celebrity prankster Ellen DeGeneres is returning to stand-up after a 15-year break for her new Netflix comedy special, Relatable. The highly anticipated show debuts December 18th on the streaming platform and will touch on fame, success, and other entertaining topics. Let's take a look at what viewers can expect.
A friend of mine was at my house, and I told him I'm going to do stand-up again. And he said, really? And I said, yeah, I was hoping for more of a really? And he said, well, do you think you're still relatable? Just then, Batu, my butler, stepped into the library. A few years ago, I started ending my show by saying, be kind to one another. But here's the downside. I can never do anything unkind, ever. I shouldn't even have a horn in my car. Like, if someone cuts me off in a dangerous way, if I honk, they're like, Ellen?
Oh, Ellen.
Oh man, I really don't know about this. I like her show, but I don't really know if I want to see her do stand-up.
It's where she got her start, though. I mean, it's where her roots are.
I know, and I've seen her old specials. They're like really corny.
But the thing is, I feel like even if you think it's corny, I feel like there's a huge market for hack or corny comedy.
Yeah.
Like people love that.
For
so
sure.
sometimes when people are like, "You're hack," I'm like, "Shit, I'm gonna be famous."
It's so true.
Yeah.
When Amy Schumer closed out her show with the Apollo, like a few years ago, she closed out on this joke about like sex positions. It was like about the Houdini, like when you're having sex with someone and they like walk outside and like knock on the window and someone switches in. And they were like, that's so hack. How could you close on that? They said to her in an interview. And she was like, everyone laughs at it. It kills so hard. I don't care if I'm hack. It kills.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right.
Ellen DeGeneres has made a very successful career out of this sort of relatable comedy. It is so hard in daytime. It is such a competitive place. After Oprah, nobody had hopes that anybody was going to be able to fill that space. And Ellen has, because her comedy is nice. She's nice to all of her guests. She doesn't really ask them like challenging questions. So she's made this career of sort of just being a relatable person. So
Would you say she's like the Jimmy Fallon of daytime?
Oh,
Gamey, kind of like.
I think
she was doing it.
I think
so
she's her
long.
own thing.
Yeah.
I think Ellen is groundbreaking, and I mean, yes, her humor probably is not edgy and off the cuff, and she probably hasn't done. I remember one time she interviewed John McCain and had a relatively serious interview with him and challenged him on same-sex marriage. That's probably the last time I remember her really challenging someone she disagreed with on her show. I think you look what the Ellen show, that sitcom did, it got canceled, but it paved the way for Will and Grace. Her daytime show, for middle America to watch a lesbian in daytime, it does a lot to people and it changed a lot of minds. I think I'm really excited for this. I love Ellen. I think there's been no better Oscar host than her, and that's a very hard job. I watch her monologues every year around the Oscars. My friend even gave me a birthday gift, the next Ellen, when I was 17.
Yeah.
I loved Ellen so much. I think she's great. I mean, you know, she's a tough lady. She's worked really hard. And I love her corny jokes. I think she's funny. I love that Batu Butler joke. That's funny.
It was good.
Yeah.
She's always a good time. I really, really loved her sitcom growing up.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was really great. I'm sad that it got canceled because my whole family loved it, and it meant a lot for us when she came out on the show, everything. And I think we should go back and watch it, you know?
Yeah,
all this hype about Friends, why not Ellen?
Definitely one, like, one of my media classes we went back to and, like, would watch. But also, what I love what she does now, have you guys watched her and Michelle Obama book signing?
Yes.
And she is fake reads, like, some, like, erotica book, and then start chanting, when I say Michelle, you say Pfeiffer, Michelle, Pfeiffer. And Michelle Obama was just laughing hysterically. Stuff like only Ellen could do that to the former first lady.
Well, the best is when
okay.
she took her to CVS.
Yes.
Michelle Obama has not been in a CVS probably ever.
What did she do with her there?
They went shopping,
Yeah.
and she was like, it was Michelle Obama being a normal person, but she doesn't really know how to be a normal person anymore because people shop for her. So Ellen is like the only person who could dig her at that and like make fun of Michelle Obama for like not knowing like what kind of soap to buy.
Right.
Like she does have, because she's become such
Did
good
Michelle
friends.
not know?
No, she was in on the joke.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
think that's what everybody feels safe with Ellen, which is why she's become friends with so many celebrities, which is why she gets the best bookings, because she knows that they know that she's not going to try to like hurt them or get them. you know?
Yeah, that to me is super reminiscent of Jimmy. I know
Yes.
Fallon. I know she has her own shtick, and like sometimes you'll watch her like when she's interviewing someone, she'll kind of give that smile or like she's making fun of them. You could tell she's not into it, which is something Fallon would never do. He would never be like, oh, what you're saying is weird. Like he would just laugh in that place. So she is different, but I feel like they both make celebrities feel really welcome and like
Totally.
Yeah.
like something like taking her to a CVS and the bit is just the two of them at that place.
Yes. You don't go on their show to be like, it's not a Colbert or
Even Kimmel, who's kind of mean.
Yeah.
He can be mean, and that's his sense of humor.
Totally, yeah. It's Fallon and Ellen definitely have when celebrities on, it's about them. They're going to be like very positive, and like most Ellen, I think, does push back a little when the joke's done, but Fallon's really good. Like he rolls with whatever joke the guest is gonna give.
And I don't know how much she's getting paid, but we know Netflix likes
$20
to pay
million.
money. Is it $20 million?
$20 million.
Okay. And I love that because we've seen Chris Rock.
You
we've
love
seen
that?
Dave Chappelle.
We love
we've
20
seen-
mil.
Well, what I'm saying is we've seen like all these men, Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle. Again, she's a woman, she's a lesbian.
True.
I think it is so important for visibility and inclusion that they are paying her the same as these men and that she will get the same treatment. I think that's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Relatable.
I'm excited.
Relatable.
Relatable, $20 million paycheck. That's relatable, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for that paycheck at the end of this week. In other news, Forbes just released its top 10 list of the highest paid YouTube stars for 2018. And number 1 is 7-year-old Ryan of the YouTube channel Ryan ToysReview, which hauled in $22 million. Other A-listers cashing in big include, but are not limited to, controversial brothers Jake and Logan Paul, who earned 2nd and 10th place respectively. Forbes says that merchandise has become a key player in boosting these YouTube stars' bottom lines.
Bottom line.
Bottom line.
That little Ryan story, he's so cute, by the way, if you haven't seen his videos. I immediately, though, was like, are his parents good? Are they helping him save his money? And I did read that they have an account set up, a Coogan account, that puts away 15% of his earnings. And
15?
15% of his earnings, and he gets that when he's an adult.
Shouldn't he put,
He'll probably get more, but it's like protecting at least some of his assets, because I was like, he's 7.
Mom,
so he'll get this money when he's like 21.
Can I have some dinner? Ryan, you're gonna talk about that toy on YouTube right now, Ryan.
Wow,
right.
I would think, yeah, you hope that money's protected.
Because that's so much money. And obviously his parents are doing a lot of work. He's gonna have to pay out managers and blah, blah, blah.
I don't know.
I just want you guys to know he is getting paid. So he will be a millionaire as an adult on his own, which is, I think, important.
A real self-made millionaire, billionaire, not like Kylie.
Very true. He is a self-made millionaire from childhood. Hey, my kid could do that? Wow. That's an investment well returned.
That is confusing because if your little kid, 7 years old, is making $22 million, I would want to save some of that money for him, but I would also be like, you're 7, let's buy a nice house for the family.
Right, which I'm sure they're his managers, I'm sure they put up all the videos, like they're paying themselves.
If Daddy wants that new Porsche, make sure, there's mom needs, new computer.
Right.
Like some stuff for the family.
Daddy's Porsche and mommy's desktop. That's what I think of.
Another fun thing on this, sorry, I nerded out over this little boy because I was very concerned.
Yeah.
They have a YouTube for kids. Did you guys know that?
No. What do you mean?
Like an actual app that's like YouTube for kids. I think it filters in programming for kids specifically.
That makes sense.
Which is why I think he's been so successful, because parents then trust their kids to use that app and they can just watch other kids open and play with toys instead of watching like Saturday morning cartoons.
That's so funny that kids watch kids play with toys.
It's a huge thing.
I like that. I think this is so much better than, there's a YouTuber, and I'm not trying to knock him, but his name is Blippi, and it's a grown-ass man who dresses in suspenders, and he's like, oh, what's this? A piece of paper? Oh, is it gonna rip? Oh, did you hear that? It ripped. And he's making so much money, and he's like in his 80s, and I found his like personal Instagram account that like nobody follows, and it's him in Vegas like being all sexual, and I'm like, no, Blippi.
Oh my God,
Oh my
that
God.
is creepy.
So I would rather this content come from children instead of children watching a beefed out man lying to us on the daily, making millions, selling me weird notebooks full of his face.
True, I just hope we don't find Ryan toys on Instagram with like a bunch of hookers.
We might.
I'm 7.
He's like, YOLO.
He does look very Hollywood in that photo.
Yeah.
I like that you gave him a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'm 7.
It would be great if he's the monster behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He's like, time for my mommy's milk. Mom.
Mom, come wipe my butt.
I'm a bitch.
Anyway, they make apparently top talent.
I don't know why anyone would chant, I'm a bitch.
I'm a bitch.
Reclaiming the word, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a diva.
Some of the other really successful YouTubers are gamers.
Gamers.
And I don't know if you've seen it, and there's actually now competitions where people will go watch these gamers play games.
Yeah.
They're making tens of millions of dollars
Believe
by
it
playing
or
video
not,
games.
our producer Max went to Madison Square Garden and watched people play video games.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on,
wait,
man.
esports is like the most lucrative thing
Oh, it's
now in
huge.
sports. Like
Yeah, I know.
agencies, studios, they make hundreds of millions of dollars off these people playing games.
Well, yeah, we covered those universities paying giving scholarships for Fortnite. So that's basically like, I think that's even worse than people making money on YouTube. Colleges being like, we support.
I know.
Right.
It's crazy though. I spent my entire life watching guys play video games because my brothers never let me play. So for me, I'm like, I kind of get it because it's kind of fun. You get to learn all the tricks, and then when you get a chance, you're like, I got to make the most of this.
Yeah.
I totally thought that was a humble brag of you being like, I've dated a lot of gamers.
Oh, no.
I was like, whoa.
I just had 3 older brothers who never let me get the controller.
I saw something funny online the other day that was like middle child culture is watching people play video games.
100%. Oh my God,
Youngest
I would
child.
never be allowed to play. We played James Bond, Nicholas, I just watched my older brother play, and then occasionally he would let me be Natalia, when that GoldenEye thing, and
Yeah.
just he would shoot me immediately, and the blood would come down. I was like, oh, this was really fun for everyone.
My sisters always watched me. They would like cheer me on.
Oh my God. Do you guys know any YouTubers that are making a lot of money? Because I read in that article you can make, what is it, $5 per 1,000 views? So if you get 1 million views, that's like $200,000 or something that you're making.
I just hope Scarlett Takes a Tumble is getting some back-end pay, because she was doing something before these people were making mills, and we all watched Scarlett Takes a Tumble when that video came out 10 years ago, so I hope she's getting some back pay from YouTube.
Hopefully.
I don't remember that video.
You don't remember that?
Is that the one where she gets on the table
It's falls, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
and she's
one.
singing? It's really bad.
It's really bad, but I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know, you follow YouTube people, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who pay their rent doing YouTube videos.
So they can
and,
live,
like,
make a
but you
living.
have to be consistent unless you get a viral video, in which case then you hit it big.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a fun way of life.
Yeah, growing up, like, there was like one video and that would be popular for like 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like, oh, this meme, this shit, like, there's so much more content and it's just so much faster.
I also think it's like younger, like the next generation below us is like the ones who are like really, really into YouTube, far more than we even were. Like, I remember when
even younger than the generation before.
Yeah,
like 7-year-old
kids.
Ryan,
This is the whole thing. They really watch this stuff, and they watch people play games. They watch people open toys. Like, this is a huge culture that
We
I
always
don't
have these
understand.
moments, the four of us, we're like, the kids are doing it.
The kids are doing it. We're so
Wait,
old.
I had the weirdest experience last time I was babysitting this kid. I love to babysit. And he was telling me, he was so excited because he was like, I'm going to eat McDonald's today for the first time. And I was like, very intrigued because he was so like hyped on it. I was like, where did you get this? Like, did you see a McDonald's? Like, did your friends tell you they ate McDonald's? He was like, no, I've been watching these special shows. And he turned out he was watching these shows on YouTube where like these cool teens would like eat McDonald's and they brainwashed my little man. And now he was like, he didn't even like the food. He was like, this tastes like wax. But he would go and look at the logo and be like, look, McDonald's. And like get bragging to me and I'm like, babe, that costs $1.99. Chill.
Oh, that's
really
so cute. Little kids are such little mushy, like they could be so easily influenced.
Yes.
I love that.
Scary.
That's why we need to bring Mr. Rogers back.
That's what I want. Blippy the Vegas hoe on Insta.
We gotta get Blippy off.
I gotta show you those pics. He's a nasty hoe.
I
In a
love
good
him.
way. I love
He must
hoes.
be a Scorpio. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know, guys. What's your sign? The website Insider reports that millennials are obsessed with astrology now more than ever. In fact, people are posting zodiac-themed memes to Instagram, as well as Venn diagrams and hilarious lists, all related to how their astrological sign affects them.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to be into astrology when you come from privilege.
I did not come from privilege, and I love astrology.
I just feel like a lot of people who gravitate towards it, it's like,
Well, they do even say that like people like that don't necessarily believe in it, but they need something. They need a distraction. They need some like advice just to like believe in something good because like the news is depressing or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Like, yeah, you just have to like believe in it and like, okay, you're gonna have a good day today. Great,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a good day today. Woohoo!
It
My
constantly
problems are
feels like
gone.
the world is ending, so it's nice to have somebody like talk about your future.
do you
Like,
check your horoscope?
I don't do a daily horoscope. I'm more of like a general astrology sign person. My favorite thing is I have this book called The Secret Language of Love, and it compares your sign to your friends and family. So it's not just romantic relationships, but it shows you how you like interact with them. And so I use it as like a personality quiz. So like once I know your sign, I like just feel like I'm more in tune.
But
Yeah.
do you think they like? Does it
She's laughing at
I
you.
don't know why, no. For some reason, when you talk about astrology, you get really flirty, and then I was getting like little hot flashes. I'm sorry, I have a crush on you. What do you want me to do?
Shannon.
I'm not looking at you anymore.
We did print out our daily horoscopes though.
Yes.
Lucas, you want to read yours first?
So I am a Sagittarius, which are known to be natural-born leaders, and they step away from the pack, but whatever. It doesn't sum me up at all. You will find that discipline, organization, and a bit of dramatic flair are exactly the things needed to be successful today. Just because you have to be practical doesn't mean you have to be stern and grumpy. Remember that taking care of serious matters can actually be fun as long as you maintain a positive attitude about the situation. A smile goes a long way.
Ding.
That's like the same as mine when I'm Virgo.
Read it.
Wow.
There may be 1,000 things for you to do today, Virgo, but you can only get them done if you concentrate one at a time. Take a lighthearted approach. You will never finish by focusing on the sheer amount of work you have to do. Break it up into smaller pieces and delegate tasks if you can. Try to see the fun side of things. Schedule in snacks.
See,
Well,
yours.
not you when you're hungry.
Yeah.
So
I know, and I'm like so mean when I'm hungry, so I get that part.
Right.
You actually do snack, I know. Like
I'm a snacker.
Yeah, you're a snacker.
I'm a snacker.
Yours doesn't tell you to
I'm a
smile. So
snack.
mine told me to smile.
Yeah, yours
Yeah.
you just snack. Okay, Shannon, what are you and then what's yours?
I'm a Pisces. My birthday is March 11th, 311 like the band. Woo! Down, down, right? Let's all sing it. Okay,
Is that
great.
Amber is the color of energy?
I remember being so into 311 when I was in 5th grade because I was like, it's my birthday.
I have no idea what 311 is.
Closing time.
That's a callback. I also share my birthday with Billy and Joel from Good Charlotte, the twins.
Wow.
Isn't that super cool?
That is.
cool.
Yeah, lifestyles of the rich and the okay.
What's your
Just make it
Here is the great horoscope. Make sure you get your daily dose of laughter and try to come out of your shell a bit more, Pisces. This is an important time for you to let go of your inhibitions and open up to the world. You may find that there's a sober tone to your emotions, but you can overcome this easily as long as you keep your chin up. There's no reason for you to be gloomy.
I want to see you out of your shell more. Like,
Yeah,
what is
I know.
this?
What if I'm like rip off my human shell? And
The thing is, Shannon is super high energy on the show, but
Yeah.
in real life, Shannon can be a little reserved. People would be surprised to know that, I think.
She actually puts on a bonnet.
Come on, that's
and
hot
a
insider
cloak.
information.
Yeah, she's very reserved.
I'm an introvert, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with people.
I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I'm like, this is great. Once the camera's rolling, we can talk, but until then, don't bother me.
We're not allowed to look her in the eye before the show. It's really
We're not.
uncomfortable.
It's crazy.
I'm an Aquarius. We're free thinkers and kind of moody. And this makes me sound insane. Okay. You might find your emotions a bit dampened today, Aquarius, but this may not be a bad thing. Try not to blow things out of proportion so much. Don't feel that you need to turn every small story into a major headline.
Oh my
There's no
God.
need to exaggerate the truth just to get more attention.
Wow.
Take a more reserved approach to your actions and reactions to all situations. So I sound
Holy
really
shit,
volatile
yeah.
today, so don't step to me.
That just gave me trust issues. I'm like, have you been lying to me?
Yeah, I thought that was gonna end like, you stupid bitch.
I know, it really...
That explains when I
it's
said hello to you.
nasty.
You just smacked me in the face today.
Astrology.com came for me today, and I don't feel great about it.
Wow. Yeah.
You guys follow some of these Instagram accounts? I actually do. They're really funny.
I do not. I do not. But you know what? This just, I don't know if I told this story on the show, whatever. This reminded me of the fact that whenever I go to get Chinese food with my family, we all open up our fortune cookies and read them out loud. And whenever we're with my grandma, all of our fortune cookies are nice, but my grandma's is like, stop eating so much, you're bloated. Like, it's the worst. But everyone else has really nice ones, and I just kind of felt that mood come across with you.
Yeah, I got a really rough
You got a rough one.
I mean, you know,
You got the bad carrot.
just don't mess with me, I guess.
I don't mess with you. I learned that early on.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Did.
Are you into astrology?
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm a Scorpio moon, and learning that makes so much sense because
What does that mean? I don't know.
it's just like your dark side. And I'm like, oh, totally a Scorpio moon. I'm so
You are.
vengeful, and I want to kill people all the time. And I'm
You
like,
love American Horror Story?
Yeah.
The parts you love in American Horror Story are always like, oh, that was your favorite part? Wow. The ones with the snakes eating him alive? Cool. Yeah, me too.
How do you find out what moon you are?
you have to do your chart.
But there's a really fun app that we're on called
Yeah.
CoStar, and
Oh, so only 2 of the co-stars are
Whoa.
Well, you guys can be on it too, and it's a fun social one. So you sign up, you do your chart, but then it also like does a compatibility with your friends.
Yeah, and I tried to drop hints to someone who works here. I was like, wow, our compatibility is really good. Because it said our sex would be off the charts. And I was like, yeah, you should read it. And they were like, no. So I was like,
That's hilarious.
yeah, I was trying so hard. I was like, you should check. You should check our co-star compatibility.
God.
And they were like, no, it's okay, Shannon.
That reminds me of, there was this website I used to use in like 6th grade where it was like thelovetest.com.
Yes.
And you would type in your name and I'd be like, Allie, the other name, Chris. And it would be like, love compatibility, 85. And the heart would like boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
And if like
that.
it didn't work, I was like, and I would like try like Allison or Christopher. I would like keep trying to change it. And I was like, I will not be me to get his love.
I love that.
I love E.T. Alley.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, guys, director M. Night Shyamalan is developing a new, untitled psychological thriller TV series for Apple. Harry Potter alum Rupert Grint has signed on to star in the show, which will reportedly follow a couple who hire a nanny after the arrival of their newborn child. I'm excited. This sounds creepy.
Yeah.
God, I'm
Not Mary
excited.
Poppins.
It sounds creepy. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm not excited. I'm excited.
Me good, me think bad, me think good.
I like when sometimes we're not ready to start discussing and we're like, I'm happy, I'm excited. We're like, okay, we got our emotions in check, now let's move forward to the
Sometimes I wish we just had emoji cards instead.
That'd be a way quicker show. We were just like, love it, hate it.
I think a lot of thrilling things can happen around a nanny because you welcome this person into your home, you trust them with your child.
Yep.
The nanny could be unhinged, the nanny could be a murderer. Who knows what the nanny's doing with the baby? I think that's good room for stories.
Yeah,
it is.
As many good nanny stories there have been a few bad ones.
Yeah.
And so
It's crazy. Have you ever seen like when parents release videos, like secret cams of what nannies have been doing behind the scenes when they're not around? It is terrifying.
Right.
Whenever I babysit, I always act like I'm on camera, so I'm like the best person in the world, and I'm like, oh, what? This room is dirty? I'll clean it anyway, even though you're paying me no money. I'm like the best person ever.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really nice of you.
I'm a really great babysitter.
I never did that.
My favorite nannies are like the nanny 911 nannies that go in and they're like, you're shit parents. Your kids are not good. This is what you need to do.
Super nanny.
Yeah, like
Super
those.
nanny.
Yeah.
She did the naughty mat. She was like, your kids have to go to the naughty mat.
Yeah.
And then my parents started sending me to the naughty mat, and I was like, you just watched this on Super Nanny. And they were like, shut the fuck up, Allie.
Whoa. But didn't you like think to make the naughty
parents would
mat
never say that
like
to you.
fun? I feel like the naughty mat, like you could like rebrand it and make it fun.
I was so upset at the time that I wasn't in that creative mind space.
Right.
I was like, you could not punish me, because if you sent me to a corner, I'd be like, oh man, this corner's awesome. And they'd be like, stop, have a bad time. And I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, if it's Santa, go to time out. Oh, time out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you just would be like,
love this.
Yeah, I was such a crazy person because I was like, you know, you can't take away my imagination. And they were like, this child is so stupid. Let's throw her away. They were like hating me.
Let's throw her
it's
away.
about fun in the garbage can. Yeah, anyway, so I'm excited. M. Night Shyamalan, I mean, he's made some,
Are you excited?
People are crazy and you're always like, I'm thrilled for this.
well, we are talking about a show being made or whatever, so I just want to, M. Night Shyamalan
Or
made some
whatever.
terrible movies, some good movies.
Okay.
He has. Sixth Sense, amazing movie.
Signs.
Signs so good.
The Last Airbender, terrible movie. Like, he's made
The Visit? Okay.
Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked
Like,
it.
They
That
liked
was
it.
creepy as shit.
Even bad movies are good movies because you get to have the experience of using your eyes and your ears and enjoying the time and be like, wow, a story.
Right.
You know?
Okay, that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
I can see why nannies did not like you. You'd be like, God, nothing can make her
They're
upset.
like, oh, we hate her. They're choking me and I'm like, this is still fun.
But also, with all due respect to nannies, kids can be so horrible.
Oh.
Like, I remember one time my sisters and I, we had a babysitter, and my sister and I were talking about this game we played like 10 years earlier when we were like 3, and we were like, find that game, nanny. And the nanny was like, I can't find that. That's like a decade old. And we were like, it's probably in the attic.
Oh my God.
So we just like made the nanny search for the game for hours, and it's just like, you can't do that.
Did you call her Nanny too, not even by name? Nanny, go find that game, Nanny.
Nanny.
Find my game, nanny.
Wipe my butt, nanny.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were talking
Yeah.
about
I don't know.
I
You're
was
being
maybe
really
a little out of context.
You're being really flirty today, is what I'm saying.
Hi,
Okay.
slut.
Everything I do, Shannon thinks I'm flirting with it.
I just want to say I had amazing babysitters, amazing nannies. So if they're watching,
What are you
I
trying
love
to fuck
you.
them?
Yeah, they were amazing.
He's like, I had amazing
We were trashing
nannies.
on nannies. I want to say I had great
Oh,
ones.
my nannies, my nannies. What are you
They were great. I had
think-
really great nannies.
So when you were being babysat, did you just sit there and like, just like give them a list of facts? You were like, we're sitting on a couch. Do you know couches first in position? And they were like, shut up!
No, movie, like, it would be more facts like Lord of the Rings. It'd be like, oh yeah, this kid is
You're
so
like, it costs
annoying.
$200 to make a couch. You know that? You know this couch from the Hotel Real Seller? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, by the way, I want to be a pope. I want to be a pope.
Madonna.
That'd be great if
Yeah.
you made your nanny worship you. You were like, I'm the Pope, get
I'm the
down!
Pope, kiss my ring.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that actually is not far off.
Reality.
Memories.
I would make them dress up with me a lot.
Memories. Well, now it's time for our guest. Officer Quincy Smith is one of 7 cops in the Estelle, South Carolina Police Department and is now featured on Investigation Discovery's Body Cam. The show takes a raw look at the intense front lines of law enforcement through the body cam footage captured by officers in the field. Here today to discuss Body Cam and his experiences are Officer Quincy Smith.
Nice to meet you. I'm Allie.
Yay.
Hello.
Yay, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, is it a badge around your neck?
This is a police officer's prayer that I usually wear when I go to work.
Ah. That's really, really special. So tell us about this show, because I know body cams in recent years have gotten more and more attention. So I love that there's a show sort of explaining it from different points of view. So why was this something you wanted to be a part of?
Well, it was a great opportunity. People, they get to see what actually happened. And it's just, not my story, just police officers all across the country and in the world, it's their story too, because a lot of us live that type of situation sometime, and unfortunately some of us don't make it out of it, and people was able to see it through me, and it was just a great opportunity to share it with a lot of people. Does wearing the body cam make you feel more safe or secure? Like, what is your experience with wearing one? My experience is, it's very beneficial. Not saying that it makes you more safe or anything, but it helps you in a lot of major cases. A lot of helps people complain. It takes us through a lot of things that people don't get to see, and that's pretty much what it does for us.
And the body cam in police work, tell us the importance of it and what it's doing now, its purpose.
Well, the importance of it is really good. Like I said, it's beneficial. People get to see up front and close what happened, step by step by step, and it's used in a lot of training these days. Help us get better and better tactics, and see a lot of mistakes that as officers that we make and how to correct them.
Right. And I mean, on this show, you and your fellow officers, you guys get shot at, you chase down criminals, there are children held hostage. I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable the trauma you guys have to deal with. What's it like watching this footage back?
Well, watching it back for me, it didn't got normal. I done seen it so many times, and I accepted what happened, and this is the job that we do, and like I said, somebody has to do it, and I'm grateful to still do it.
Yeah, and how did you get involved with the show?
After the trial, the video was released to the public. It went viral. A lot of people saw it and took to it, and a few people contacted my chief and my agency, and they wanted to put it inside the show. And like I said, it was a great opportunity to show everybody, what we could go through as officers. So I told them I would love to come and talk about it and show people what really happened.
Yeah, and overall, how do you reflect on your experience with the show?
I reflect. I try to go to a lot more training. Try to get better and be a better person, be a better officer, and just try to help other officers gain that experience, and to tell them, look, we can't come to work complacent and relax, because at any split second, things can change in a second, and you have no time to make a decision like that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's really impressive that things are always changing. You're up against difficult situations, but after each episode, you end with saying, I love what I do. I mean, do you find that it's hard to maintain that emotion towards your work, or is that what keeps you sort of coming back?
That's what keeps me coming back. The support from people all across the world, my family, my friends, they bring me joy, and doing things in the community, such as playing basketball with the kids, and that's some of the stuff that I really love. So that's why I do it. That's why I keep doing it. It's in my blood. My family is deeply rooted in law enforcement, such as being dispatchers and police officers, or connected some way through law enforcement. So
wow,
that's why I do it.
Yeah, and body cams, I mean, they're a particularly hot topic today in today's political climate. And you come from a family with, as you said, lots of people in law enforcement. So what is one message you would want people to know as someone who is involved in this show with family members who are in service?
I just want people to know, and I hope they can just understand, what we go through as police officers day in and day out. They don't get to see a lot of the bad stuff that we do get to see that happens, and I just want them to understand, if you have any type of law enforcement contact, just cooperate and just listen to what we got to say. We're not here to come do bad things. Really, majority of us are out here trying to do the right thing and really help people. So I just want people just to come to an understanding and, give us the benefit of the doubt and just, be a little more helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. And you work in your hometown, and there's a population of about 2,000 people. So how is that? Does it ever get awkward? Do you have to arrest your best friend? And you're like, man, I don't want to do this.
Well, actually, Estill is not my hometown. I grew up in a neighboring town.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I have family that lives in Estill. I used to go over there as I was younger and everything, so I'm still familiar with it. There's been some times where I've encountered family members and, had to do my job. But just hope there's no hard feelings.
That's kind of an awkward Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah. You're like Grandpa.
Have you ever arrested a family member at Thanksgiving? Because that would be me all day.
When I'm off duty, I'm off duty. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair. Well, Ali mentioned some of the controversy over body cams, and I'm always curious, what are the rules? Because I know each probably precinct has different rules on like when you can turn them off, when you can turn them on, when the video's out, is it edited, is it released unedited? For you guys specifically, what are your rules around those things?
We have our body camera powered on all the time, unless when we're doing like personal things, stuff like that. Of course, we got to turn them off. But whenever we're in a patrol car, the power is on, is not recording. However, there is a buffer that records without sound prior to us activating it. So whenever we're coming up to a scene, we're activated prior to that. You'll see us driving up or getting our patrol vehicles. So, and as soon as we're done, before we go home, we're docket and it's automatically uploaded online, so it can't even be touched. Wow. It can be accessed and reviewed for evidence or anything like that, but we can't delete it or anything like that. It's going to be there.
Yeah, I think that's so important for people to know, and that transparency, I think, will be really helpful, especially in the climate. So I think the show is so important. It's going to help a lot of people be educated. So thank you, Quincy, for stopping by and joining us here today.
Thank you.
And everyone, please be sure to check out Body Cam Tuesdays at 10, 9 Central, only on Investigation Discovery. We'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same table.